Just came from the library at the University of Tulsa. It was pretty interesting stuff. I'm still trying to get a handle on the Klan and how influential they were and who they were, what they were doing, what led to its rapid demise, what I thought was a rapid demise, but turns out maybe that story has not been told correctly. I was really anxious about going in there today because one of the documents that they have, it's very rare, and it's unique that they have this, is the membership rolls of the Klan. Obviously, the Klan was a very secretive organization. They called themselves the Invisible Empire, and secrecy was of the utmost importance, but we know that there were really important people that were members of the Klan, and indeed one of the first names that I saw on there was the police chief at the time in 1928. Now, knowing that my great-grandfather was the police chief a few years later, I was really worried that I was going to see the name Russell Cobb there on the Klan's membership rolls. Fortunately, it was not. And I just started leafing through it. They don't really want you to take photographs of it. So I'm just thinking about, what are these addresses? Who are these people? What are they doing? I found out there were Tulsa police officers. There was a vice president of First National Bank. There were bricklayers. There were salesmen. There were highway patrolmen. There were physicians. There was a candy maker there. I don't know, I can't get my mind around that. You're making candy for kids all day and then you go dress up in these robes and burn a fiery cross. I don't know, man, help me understand. Anyway, the thing that this really took my breath away was that I saw that this one of the most important Klansmen, Wash Hudson, who was the dean of the law school for a while here at TU, his son was a guy named Robert D. Hudson. I don't know much about him, but I discovered him in 1931 as a dues-paying member of the Ku Klux Klan, and the address for him took my breath away because it was the same address of the house I lived in as a child. And I know that whenever you're talking about old houses, you're talking about some dark stuff that went on between the walls, but I never would have thought that such an important Klansman, probably the house was built in 1928. He's on the roll in 1931. He's living there. I don't really know what to make of that kind of thing. I'm curious, what do you do with that knowledge? You can't just move on. What do you do with that? How do you move forward? How are you to think about it? How are you to not be haunted? Because I'm haunted all the time by this stuff. I don't understand how people can look at it and just go, oh, that's history, and then just move on with their lives. I feel like it's kind of stalking me. But